together a slamming show of color, heights, fun, perennials, annuals, tropicals. It's all here.
Yeah.
So start thinking about it. The weird thing is that a lot of these items, it's the only order of the year. So if they sell out, you know what? It's trouble. It's trouble. So if you pick up an order today, you won't be in trouble. All right, this is just always popular, like cuckoo crazy popular. They're pollinators, which you know I'm a big supporter of pollinators. We all need to eat. And they'll be with you forever. In other words, once you plant them, that's it, man. Yeah. They are with you forever. They are just another heirloom type flower. It's the Cottage Farms 4-piece Summer Beauty. Is it Allium?
Allium, that's right.
Allium, 5 payments of $7.16. Attracts butterflies and hummingbirds, resists deer and rabbit, drought tolerant, heat tolerant, and they're fragrant.
What do they not do?
Right? The dishes. That's all, and they don't have to. They're that pretty.
I just love these. You know maybe that I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and is there anything better than creating like a Dr. Seuss garden at your house? I mean, these are such cool flowers. I also, like our Baptisia that you saw earlier, I call these see-through plants. So they're popping up out of the leaves, and they're creating such a cool architecture because you really, I mean, there's nothing else like this out there. You know, they're so cool.
And they almost don't look real.
Yeah.
They look like you said, something out of a Dr. Seuss book.
Like they almost, you want to have eyes or something.
They're so beautiful.
I love these pictures because it really shows you how they are tall and sturdy stems, but the flowers are so dainty. And look, now this is a great place where you can see why they're such pollinator magnets. Each of these little flowers is where they can get their nectar. So when we talk about pollinators, I know you're passionate about them, me too. I want to garden for my little pollinator friends. The butterflies, the hummingbirds, the bees will be all over these allium. And so not only are you growing something that's really, really cool looking, but you're doing your part for the environment too.
That feels so good. Now, I've seen, maybe I might be wrong. Yeah, we'll go over and see how they're planted. I've seen some where the purple balls are huge.
You have, that's right.
What is that?
So that's a millennium allium. There are lots of other different kinds that are much bigger globe. There's a globe master, much bigger globe. So we're getting you a little bit more of a compact, because I know a lot of you maybe just don't have the space to garden anymore.
So this is what they will look like.
This is what they will look like.
They're the perfect size.
Yes,
they're the size of an enormous jawbreaker.
And how about for cut flowers too? Wouldn't these look great as cut flowers? I mean, they really are the perfect size to cut off. You bring some of your little Henry rudbeckia in, and you're making the coolest wildflower arrangement that you can possibly
Bring
make.
little Henry in and do these. Okay, are we gonna go plant
Yeah,
some
let's
of these?
plant them.
How does it come to me? How soon, Kelly, or Katie, how soon does it look like that?
So that's probably the end of your second season, but here's the thing. So what we are doing this year at Cottage Farms is we're doing something that we haven't done before. In fact, that no other direct consumer company does. So we are bringing you plugs. So that's what this is called. It's a plug. This is actually how all the professionals grow. All of the landscapers grow with plugs. It's the best way to do it. They'll get established much faster. You know, by the end of the second growing season, they'll be all caught up. They don't need as much water. And check this out. I mean, I would plant this with my hand, but I don't want to get you all dirty. You just, all you need to, because of my cast, I'm going to ask you to dig one quick little hole. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'll absolutely help you.
So really easy. All you do, boom, and done, and it's in. Done.
We didn't, you know what? We didn't even, let me finish, darling. Here, hold my card.
Yeah, I got your card.
Let's do it again.
We're partnering. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm just going to do it if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah, no, I would love it. See, show how easy it is.
Okay, am I on? Am I in? So I go in, I just open a little bit, deep enough to go right up to the bottom of the root. I'll go ahead and push in a little bit, cover it. I'm going to go ahead and tap it down, secure it, and then we water it in,
And then you water it in. And the great thing about
I broke
these,
a leaf off.
That's okay, is think about, you want to put some of these allium where you have other already established plants. Think about how easy that was to tuck in with your established plants.
Easy. Now let me ask you this, I need more advice. Do you do the little well around it so that if it rains, it's going to capture the
Yeah, actually,
water?
I
Do you
love
do
that trick.
thing?
I
Do you do
love,
that or not?
I love doing that trick. Absolutely.
Okay.
You want to make sure, no matter what you're doing, you're not packing up the soil up against the base of the plant. And doing a little well like that is that's like a little pro trick. That way, the water will collect either when you're watering or when it's raining.
I love that.
I love that trick.
So that was pretty easy, but
So
I love
easy.
that you guys do it with plugs.
You know what? It makes it so much easier for
Yeah.
you. You're getting the value because it's not as expensive, it's not as hard, not as much
Yeah.
maintenance. Plugs are the way to go. It's the way that I grow, and these are going to be about, I would say, 20 inches to 24 inches wide at their maximum age.
Okay.
So you want to make sure when you are planting them, that's about how far
About
you want to
20
plant
inches
them.
wide
Yeah.
apart. So let's go back to our lives and we'll look at some of these stills too. By the way, these are already getting limited, of course. Only 750 of these are left, even though it's new. It's new and we only have 750 of them left. But I will tell you, when we get these in, they're always popular. People love them. Favorite thing that Katie said was, though, you want to do like a Dr. Seuss
Yes.
garden? Like a
How
fun,
fun.
or like a, what's that, Willy Wonka and the
Willy
Chocolate
Wonka,
Factory?
yes.
Right?
Yes.
What am I looking at right now? Tell me what I'm seeing.
Well, so look at these gorgeous flowers, and we talked about them being pollinator magnets and how important that is, but these also, we know there are little friends out there in the wildlife that we do not want, like deer and rabbits. So these actually are in the onion family, and so they do not like onions. They're much like my 5-year-old. So they will not be attracted to these plants because they'll attract the friends you want and detract the friends you don't want.
But you end up having this rolling, tumbling sea of purple.
Beautiful.
It's crazy.
Beautiful.
These little balls just bouncing around your garden. And it's so cool because at eye level, they're not all perfect.
No.
And the height, like one's up, one's down, one's
Yeah.
up, one's down. So they're these crazy little fun things that you really can't help but reach out and touch.
You can.
Really want to touch them.
And you can do that. Touch them, cut them, bring them indoors,
Yeah.
plant them with your other pollinator friends. When we talk about purple, I'm a big purple fan. So we have our butterfly bush, our tricolor
That's in the
butterfly
show.
bush that's in the show.
show.
Yes. And this is 3 plants in one. You're picking up the purple from here. This is a full sun, just like these these Summer Beauty Allium. And then we have our Beelicious hummingbird mint that's also coming up in the show later.
Yeah.
So you are creating layers, you're creating texture, you've got your
Scent.
pollinator friends, you've got fragrance. Yes, you've got it all here.
Yeah. That, and honestly, tucked in nicely with that sun patient.
Oh, yeah.
In the pink, I am having a conniption. Wait,
Conniption.
I'm just conniptioned out, you guys. This is what I call, and I used to build these in my garden, I called them a clown garden. Because they're just like all the color, all the fun, all the it's just, it's joyful. You know, and then I do the elegant stuff with like the tree with the gardenia and the roses, but these kind of gardens are my favorite. I call them a clown garden. Okay, so Katie, that was dynamite, but we're gonna keep you going because